Billy Smith getting back in the saddle on Flame Princess, Commander's Watch, Corconian, Aussie Tycoon comes up, just waiting on Poetic Pete. And then they'll be ready. Slow 5 the track, but they've had huge rain and the fares won't be very, very heavy, but they'll certainly be getting into it. Starters on his stand, Jimmy Wilson, they're ready to go. Stand by for a start, race 1 out of Keppel Park. And they're racing, got them away well. Aussie Tycoon just dwelt shortly after the start, and showing speed was Gratishing, and coming across was Flame Princess looking for the lead. Meatballs back along the inside, up wide was Corconian, Poetic Pete. It's very keenly contested up front, followed by Commander's Watch, and Aussie Tycoon was last. So they turned out of the straight the first time. They're throwing up some clods, which would be expected. Gratishing leads narrowly from Flame Princess, going up to attack it on the outside. Running third then was Poetic Pete, getting the run of the race, beautifully placed as Meatball, fourth on the rail, in 2 lengths off the leaders. About a length back then to Corconian, 2 lengths further back then Commander's Watch, and last Aussie Tycoon, he's 10 lengths off the lead. So they run to the 1100, and poking its head in front was Flame Princess. Just in front of Gratishing, then came Poetic Pete, hugging the rail was Meatball, followed by Corconian, who's in behind him, 1.5 lengths, make that 2 lengths now to Aussie Tycoon, and Commander's Watch was last, he's 8 off the lead. They go along the side, running up towards about the 700 metres, or coming to the 800 now as I speak, and it's still Flame Princess. She's done it pretty hard on the outside of Gratishing all the way. There's no change in the order. Meatball is sneaking up into third. He'll be looking for a run soon. Poetic Pete's on his outside. They're followed 2 lengths up by Corconian, Aussie Tycoon, and Commander's Watch, hard ridden, was last. They're coming down the hill now. There's still no change. It's Flame Princess, Gratishing going together from Poetic Pete. Meatball's looking for a way out, being followed then by Corconian. About 3 lengths back to Aussie Tycoon and Commander's Watch. The home turns in their sights. They swing into the stretch now, and these two still together, Gratishing the inside. The outside, Flame Princess. He's got the run on Meatball if it's good enough. Then Poetic Pete, and down the outside, Corconian. In the stretch, about 200 metres to go, and sweeping up Poetic Pete, Meatball. They're making their runs together. Gratishing still in front. It's Gratishing still in front. Poetic Pete the outside. Meatball in the centre. A 3-horse war coming up here on the outside. Poetic Pete is just in front, and Poetic Pete's going to beat Meatball. 2 lengths up to Gratishing, followed then by Commander's Watch, Corconian. Flame Princess conceded, and Aussie Tycoon was last all of the way. Poetic Pete, he carried the overweight, but he's still got the money. Ridden by Michael Murphy, trained by Adrian Coombe. The numbers are official now after race number 1, 41835. The winner for Poetic Pete, Michael Murphy, the rider by Rothesay from Poem. It's been a great producing family. Adrian Coombe is the trainer. The owners are R.W.L. Wilson and Mrs. J.D. Lauder. Second placing went to Meatball by Drumbeats from Trust Me Honey, Nathan Thomas, Ricky Vale. Third placing went to number 8, which was Gratishing, Sonia Wiseman, publishing Bad Tricks, trained by Angela Stevens. Fourth went to number 5, Corconian. The margins were 3/4 by 1 3/4, 3/4 by 1 3/4. The time 1:53.8, but generally speaking the track didn't mark all that greatly. They threw up some plots, but you'll see these jockeys when they come back to scale will be surprised if there's much mud on them.